But this all, we'll get to that. We'll get to all of it. You'll get to all of it. But this all means money. This is business.
Well, it absolutely does. And it's an inconvenience for so many people, business travelers and leisure travelers. We're back to pre-pandemic levels. I mean, yesterday, 1.67 million people passed through TSA checkpoints in the U.S. That is more than on the same day in 2019. So we are back to pre-pandemic levels, and people are flying. Millions of people are flying. At peak operational times, you have 5,400 planes in the air, and all those connections, all of those business travelers and vacations that are happening here. So this is a big inconvenience, and it's not because of weather, and it's not because of flight crews that are not available or overstretched or staffing issues. This is 100% because of an FAA outage. And I was emailing with United Airlines, you know, we're complying with that directive from the FAA to ground all.
We can, where's the Secretary of Transportation? Where's the mayor? Where's the genius that was going to be president of the United States? Where is he?
Yeah, Secretary Buttigieg of, D. McKinsey, D. Langley. If he's not over to Michigan waiting to campaign for Senate, because we all know that's what he's trying to do out there next, he's nowhere to be found. He's blaming the... Look, you got to understand, this was an entire shutdown of the national airspace system of the FAA. Do you know why you had to ground all air traffic because of this? Because they would not be able to send out any of the NOTAMs. This is the NOTAMs system, the Notice to Air Missions system. That means that's your entire C2 for command and control for the entire U.S. airspace. And Steve, I'm not going to say this is what it was, but this is exactly what a high-level cyber attack would look like on the U.S. Imagine sustained outage of our NOTAM system, sustained outage of downing of all commercial flights immediately.
Steve Ratner made, Captain John Cox, longtime commercial pilot, made, the former head of the FAA, Mr. Babbitt, was with us. He made the point, too, which is that, yes, it is an outdated system, but also it's the best in the world, meaning the skies are safe on a day-to-day, hour-to-hour basis, but there certainly are updates, upgrades, and technology improvements that could be made to the system just to make it more efficient, to prevent moments like this where you've got a couple of hours of planes sitting on the ground disrupting an entire day of travel. Transportation Secretary Buttigieg did tweet out a short time ago that he has directed an after-action process to determine root causes and recommend next steps. So it'll either happen at the cabinet level or the congressional level, but there will be an investigation into what exactly took down the system today.
Yeah. Let's get a congressional investigation. Buttigieg wandering around Europe, I think, getting ready for Davos. He's going to do an after-action report. The engine room, the war room engine room informs me, and I want to thank the engine room this morning, the DOT, Department of Transportation, Pasobic Transportation Statistics Annual Report, they're supposed to go through and analyze all this. 234 pages. Equity, the word equity, is mentioned on over 13% of the pages. Their big focus is on equity, not on actually making sure the system works. But hey, Pasobic, feel better, baby. Alfred E. Buttigieg is on it. He's going to do an after-action report. Just want you to know, he's phoning in from Europe. You feel better on that? Is Joe Biden wandering around somewhere? Does he feel better for that, Jack Posobiec?
We've got a government that it doesn't know. And keep in mind, Biden just came out and threw him under the bus because Buttigieg said early on there's no evidence of a cyber attack. And then they asked Biden about it, and he said, well, we don't know if it's a cyber attack. So now we don't know which way he's coming or going. We don't know what's happening here because they haven't briefed Biden on what the line is supposed to be. And I'm going to tell you something right now that everybody's asking about cyber attack. This is exactly what an invasion of Taiwan scenario would start out like. This is something, and see, everyone's talking CNN the other day. Oh, the United States would win. It would be hard fought, but we'd win. No, they would come at us with unrestricted warfare. You would see cyber attacks. The first thing you'd see is one system. Yeah. Single point of failure. The NOTAM system goes down. Guess what? Every flight is grounded. You know what happens next? You go to pick up your phone and your GPS doesn't work. You can't drive anywhere. You know how many people drive with their GPS? Everyone these days.